Good evening, everyone. Well, I've been working for 8 hours today. It is, what is today? Today is Saturday, the 21st of December. Now, as you know, I've been working on the black pearl. Well, now I'm starting to sand down. This is the third layer of paper that I have on here. You can see this is an extremely high spot. Not good, but not bad. I'm going to put 3 more layers of paper on here, and so that will be curing itself. This up here the same way, as you can see. By doing the layers the way I do them, you're able to fill in low spots with little pieces like this one, and that's what I did up here in the front, was fill the low spots and then start bringing it down to size. Now, you know, there was a 1/16 of an inch, really roughly, bend in this where I warped it. Well, what I've done is, this was the low side of the warp. The warp went this direction. So I added a little piece of paper in here, and then I started sanding down the backside along here. Then I had to go up front, sand down this side, and sand down this backside. So basically what I'm doing is I'm moving that center line over just a little bit to straighten out the bend, which I have. And so now what I have to do is, now I've got to put a piece on here running up this direction, and then another one on the other side, and then bridge it in the middle to be this width right here. All right, because what I have to do is, the keel, it has to sit on the stand like this. So straightening this out was really important. And so it is. Now what I have to do, and I squeeze that just a little bit to see how soft it is. It's not bad, it's okay. And I check in the other places on it, it's solid everywhere else. And so that is one problem that has been solved. I sanded in a high spot here, and a high spot here, and a high spot here, basically is what I did. Then you add everything to it. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is to cut the piece for here. But I have a little trick I want you to see. This is the end of this boat, and it's been getting pushed around and bent and crimped, and basically what it does is it separates the paper, turns it into a paintbrush. All right, so now here's what happens. I have to take this paintbrush and I have to squirt it full of glue, like so. I didn't want to put that much glue on there, doggone it. Anyway, and so now I will take and use this dental tool and get that glue into that paper. And take the extra glue and put it back in the bottle. All right, now what you do once you've got that done really well, then you squeeze it just like that. All right, now what this does is, now nobody's seen this trick, it's only for you guys here. Anyway, what that does is that creates a brand new tip. All right, this paper, and it's glued together. Okay, so once that dries tomorrow, I'll be able to shape this again, or just leave it alone, basically, and just be as careful as I can be with it. All right, so now what I've got, I want to take a measurement here. This is basically, as you can see, that's 1/8 of an inch. All right, so I want to raise it up about 3/16. Okay, because one of the things I noticed is, when I put this on here, on the center of it, just like this, what I've got is I have a 1/16 of an inch belly in it here. That means I gotta bridge it up. Okay, so I got these little pieces right here, 1/16 of an inch. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this is absolutely flat. and square. And now we put on some of this bonding agent, you know, Elmer's glue. It works extremely well with this kind of application. Paper down, paper down. I'm using the paint side is up. Now, when I take this and I put it on there like so, it is almost perfectly flushed out. That is awesome news. Now, since I'm going to cover this with another piece, I don't have to worry about feathering this out. I should. Matter of fact, I'm going to. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I know that this runs out about that far. Okay, so we're going to add another piece down here. Because if I'm going to teach you the right way to do it, I should teach it all the way. All right. What feathering does, all right, is it takes it from a certain depth to a thinner to nothing. And that can be accomplished via sandpaper and working this edge down. All right, got that. And now I need a little bit more on this other edge over here. I need a little bit, now about an inch, roughly over here. And I could have cut this in one piece, but sometimes this kind of work, it's better if you chop your stuff up into smaller pieces. And so now what I have done is I have covered this all the way across here. All right, now what I want to do is I want to take a, where have I got some over here? Here's some. No, can't use that. Okay, so let's just use this here. No, that's not tough enough. Okay, what do I need? What do I need? Let's see. Pepsi boxes are tougher, and that is long enough to make that move all the way to the front. Okay. So now I want to make sure this is straight along this line, and it is very good. Now, where's my pencil at? There it is. Three-sixteenths. So, and now this is one of the things where you have to have a very straight cut. Now, I want this to glue down well. So, I sand down this facing edge just like this. All right, now what that does is the scissor cuts this way. All right, so it stretches the paper. By sanding this edge, it gives me a perfectly square edge to work off of. And now we want the larger scissors for this because we're making longer, straighter cuts. Then how I end up cutting straighter, when I stick my scissors in here like this, I don't cut them like that. All right, I tip the scissors down so that the point of the scissors is on the line. Now what that is doing is that is giving you a straighter cut without you slipping left and right with them. And if you start building a lot, you'll know, because you'll see the scissors do this number down your straight line. Well, I figured out how to alleviate that by keeping your point of your scissors tipped up into your line. With that done, then what you've got is a very straight cut. look at this. This is looking good. Okay. Nice. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to take some of this here. I got heavy sandpaper. This is like, I don't know, 600, 800. No, it's the other way around. This is like 350 or something. Because the smaller the number, the bigger the grid, which is really dumb. I don't know why they did that. So anyway, because of the structural strength this needs, I'm taking a lot more paint off of it. And now what I want to do is Elmer's glue on here like this and run it all the way down to there. Now we're going to take this thing, little tip I've got with the dental tools, and we just run the glue back and forth, and what that does is that smooths it out really nice, and it gives you a nice clean edge all the way up and down. And now I look at this. Yep, that's the side I sanded down. And now I want to put this on here just like that. Now, I have all kinds of different clamps, all right? These ones are specific for doing this. Long, flat edges. And they clamp and hold the paper in place really well. And it will let that dry without it slipping or lifting up or anything like that. Now that is set up so that this stays strong, and I'll be able to mount the hull onto the stand with this. So anyway, that's a little bit more training for you all. Thank you very much for becoming part of this organization and being part of my Paper Army family. Thank you for being good human beings, and spread the power of positive words. Take care, everybody. I will see you Monday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Take care.